In the operating theatre, we had 3 tables all operating at the same time, and we were all in teams on each table. And a huge amount of chappies had to have arms and legs amputated. And as a nurse in my team, you'd often have to take the limb that had been amputated and throw it over the side of the ship because there was nowhere else. What else could we do with it? And these weren't old men's legs, which would have been sad anyway. These were young men's legs, still with their boots on and things. It was awful. And, you know, to see that, knowing that that's a young man's leg, again, these are things that you didn't really anticipate as a nurse experiencing that you would have to do. And it was almost like you were throwing a part of a person away. That would never ever come back again, and that was very, very difficult. And then, you know, the next day, perhaps, or the day after, you'd then, knowing you'd thrown that limb away, you'd see the same chap who had to come back and have his dressings done, and you'd see this stump there, and that was very, very hard to witness. But all the way along, I think needs to be said is that I think all of the nurses, there was 40 of us, and it was the hardest nursing we did. It was very, very exhausting. However, it really was the chaps that we were looking after. I cannot tell you how amazing they all were. Absolutely phenomenal. You know, they're just, their camaraderie, their concern for their fellow chaps, their sense of humour, you know, it was just amazing. And so they really are, anybody who doubts the service people really needs to have seen what us 40 nurses saw, because they really are amazing young men, all of them.